Today we're in a garden that grows an abundance of food, and very impressively this has been done in just about 14 months. Let's go and have a look at how all this came to be. Hi Mary, thank you so much for welcoming us to your garden. Now, I'm aware that this is quite a new garden. How long have you been here and when did you start creating this space?
We moved in December 23, so year and a half ago.
Wow.
We didn't start doing the garden really until about the May time, and we started with this section. We just left that bit bare because I knew I was going to have a greenhouse, so that was just all in the plans. But the apple trees, I wanted to get the apple trees in because I was worried about how long they'd been in pots and I wanted to get them going.
Yeah, so you've got them all around here. Was this their original location? Have they been moved around?
No, these two here, these are quite old trees. I think this one's about 15 years old. That one's probably about 20 years old.
So obviously, you know, these have kind of a reminiscent memory for you. Have you picked different varieties for different reasons, or has it kind of been a bit random?
Up here, they've got a conference pear because that was the pears mostly we ate when we were kids. And the Doyen de Camise, I love the flavour of that pear.
Yeah.
I have bought that myself a few times, so I thought I'd give it a go and try them. Most of the other apples, they've just come along. I bought groups.
Yeah.
I bought one which was like orchard apples, childhood memories it called them. They weren't my childhood memories, but they were there. So I gave them space, and some of them have turned out fabulous. John O'Golds, beautiful apples. The one that's called Delicious, which I've managed to graft as well, they were delicious apples. But I can't find anything much about them.
Okay, yeah. But
I tried researching them, but they're not red delicious, they're not golden delicious, but they are delicious.
But they are delicious.
Yes.
Literally, they are delicious.
They are.
That's good. And I'm looking again, and we kind of spoke about this previously, is that, you know, I love geometry, and all these beds are very geometrical, and they're predominantly flower beds.
This area is, yes.
So this is you kind of feel like your cut flower area of the garden? Would
Yeah,
you say that?
this last year and this year, it was a lot of cut flowers. This one's going to be more perennials eventually, but a lot of cut flowers will be especially down the bottom. These two beds here, I want to convert to rose beds because I think it's quite sheltered here. And I do love roses.
You love roses.
I love roses.
And will that just be kind of like the different variety of what recommended like bush roses, or will you have one that's, would you put a frame in and have a climber as well, or?
Yes, I want to do an arch and have climbers, probably at the top there, so that it's an entrance to the garden.
Okay.
And maybe even down the very bottom with an arch with climbing roses on it.
You've got your greenhouse here, and what are you using your greenhouse for predominantly?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, mainly tomatoes.
Tomatoes and tomatoes.
Yeah. And what's your success with tomatoes in Scotland?
Pretty good. I've done really well with tomatoes over the years. I didn't do well last year. I couldn't decide whether it was the weather or what. I tried them in the porch last year. They just did not do well. But this year, we're getting some. Not as many as I'd hoped.
Where we are now, obviously, we've got the most beautiful views, but the garden extends into the land you've got there, which is a very open space. So I think it'd be really good to go and have a look at what is there.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm going to walk down here and appreciate all these views.
We put the bench in for the views.
So just coming through to this area. This is a mighty fine space that you have. I suppose my first question is, what are your ambitions with this space?
This is going to be fenced off, this section, down to the bottom. I want to create a hedge right across the bottom, as much for wildlife.
Okay.
Not too tall, I don't want to obscure the views. And I've already left a strip up the side, which has been left to go wild. We don't mow that section. So I do want hedging all the way around as much as possible. We are going to have a section here as well to try and stop animals getting from one way or the other. But yeah.
And the hedge there, is that kind of multi-purpose, so to kind of like frame the space, you said for wildlife, not too high so it doesn't disrupt the beautiful view you've got. It also will be a really nice little corridor, like a kind of safe corridor for animals as well. And will any of that be for berries or anything?
Yes, I want to try and pick as much that will feed the wildlife throughout the year. And I also want it to be pretty.
Let's move on to that side, because this, you said you've been here just over a year.
Yes.
It's very impressive. So I think it'd be really nice for you to talk us through exactly what you've been getting up to, because you've been busy.
It's been very busy. It's been my dream. This has been an absolute dream. I've always wanted to do something like this. We've got an orchard down the bottom. I never thought I'd be able to say, I've got an orchard. It's actually bringing tears to my eyes thinking about it. I love gardening. I love being out here. I'm not a plants person. I can't name everything that I come across. I can't say I'm an expert in anything. I'm a bit of jack of all trades, but master of none sort of thing. But this is just heaven to me, absolute heaven.
This is very, very impressive.
Thank you.
I mean, wowzers.
I'm never quite sure what to call it. I call it the plot, I call it the field, I call it the allotment. But yes, it is an allotment, really.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Whereabouts did you start?
These beds up here, the first 6 beds, so 3 across, 2 down, and then I had a half a bed.
Yeah.
And the first year I just had leeks in that. So that was just the first season where we got those finished, and I planted them up almost straight away, and then we started working on the rest while they were growing.
And it's a lot of food that you're growing. Is it solely for the house? Are you giving to neighbours? Do you give locally?
Mostly, I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I'm growing it because I can, mostly.
Yeah.
We do eat a lot. The lettuce goes down to the local pub, which my son and his wife run. I'm hoping that they'll take more. Like I've got broad beans coming out my ears at the moment. A lot of it will be frozen and used over the year.
Yeah.
So, but I'm growing it because I can and because I've always wanted to.
Yeah. So you kind of live in that dream.
I am living the dream, absolutely.
And how does that feel?
Absolute heaven.
Yeah.
I wake up every morning, look out the window, see this and think, wow, can't believe I'm here.
Yeah, it covers so much as well, because like visually it's beautiful, but then obviously you grow everything from seed as well.
Yeah.
So you have that, and then you get the fruition of it. You get to harvest it, and then you get to taste it, and supply food for your household. I just think it's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
There's something wonderful about eating something you've looked after, you've nurtured, you've brought it on, you've produced it.
So this is all no dig.
It's all no dig.
All no dig.
I'm slightly disabled. I have bad arthritis, so I cannot dig anymore, much as I would love to, because it was very therapeutic digging. But I can't dig. So with Tom's help, Tom's around somewhere, he's helped us lay everything out. It's all no dig. It's just been a case of cardboard down, lots of Caledonian compost, the green goodness on top of that, tramp it down, more compost, and then plant into that. But it's on top of clay, hard, solid clay, which is it caused problems last year with my carrots. As I said, my carrots were all L-shaped last year. This year they're doing a bit better, but the ground's now beginning to break up with
well, yeah, it's
everything.
doing its processes. It's no dig, so it's no soil disturbance. So then all the kind of like the bacteria and everything is doing its own thing. We're not disturbing it, but you say it's the green goodness that you're using over the years. And that kind of like perpetual cycle will just keep breaking it down and feeding down into the soil. I mean, it's such an impressive space, but equally, we kind of go from this busyness, but still formal, but this busyness to your orchard. And I have lots of questions, so it'd be really nice if we could go and have a look at what's growing there. I'm going to head up this way. Why have you always wanted an orchard?
I don't know. It's just something. It's been a dream.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be able to wander through fruit trees, reach up, pick one. I'll tell you what, we were on a holiday in France a good few years ago now when my children were really little, and they had fruit trees in the garden, and to just go out and pick a fruit off the tree and eat it was just heaven.
Yeah,
absolute
something
heaven.
very beautiful about
They
that.
were apricots, so I don't think I can. I don't think that's going to happen here.
Well, speaking of what you're growing, what specifically? So we've got a lot of apples, but what else are you growing here? And is there any particular variety that you think is really well suited to Scotland, especially?
But when I came here and I wanted to do the orchard, I wanted to make sure that I got ones that was specifically for Scotland. So that's what I looked into, and I got like Galloway pippin, Cambusnethan pippin. I did get a Ripston pippin because that's where I'm from, near where I'm from. A Gordon Castle plum. I wanted ones that were local and that would hopefully survive Scotland. All across the bottom here and all the way up the back is going to be a wildlife area. So tall shrubs, a couple of small trees here and there. What
would your top tips be to anyone starting out?
It would really depend on your priorities. If you've got people you want to feed, then go for your vegetables. And as far as fruit trees go, yes, you can have them. Around the edge, you can do cordons. That's how I started. Lots of cordon trees. Some of these ones that you see here, you can see from the shapes of them, they were originally cordons, but now I'm going to prune them down and try and get the side branches to grow. So I'm going to convert them from the shapes they were to the shapes I want them to be. But I'm not an expert on pruning, so it's going to be a trial and error.
So it's kind of working with the space that you've got and then figuring it out from there.
You can fit everything you want in with planning.
With planning.
I mean, we had a small back garden in the last house. I grew so much food there just in a small garden.
Wow.
And you can do it.
Well, I think, and now you're doing it on such a large scale.
I am.
And with the most fantastic view, I think anyone...
It's absolutely stunning when you see the sun sparkling off the sea out there at times and seeing right out to Arran. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful.
It's definitely a place to be.
It is. And it's a place I hope to stay.